Hello, and welcome to this video presentation. My name is Paul Brett. I'm a Senior Software Support Analyst supporting the Transformation Extender product from IBM. The topic for this video is using ITX to decompress zip data. Feel free to reach out to me on popular social media channels at Paul Brett Tech. In this practical demonstration, I will use the IBM Transformation Extender maps to decompress a local zip file in an input card. This presents with a few issues. I will then convert that input card zip adapter call to a rule on an output card so that dynamic paths can be used and it will be more convenient. We'll start this demonstration in the Design Studio. I'm using ITX 10.1.2 here. As you can see, I have a workspace with a single project, zip underscore adapter underscore with underscore ITX, and within the project I have a simple type tree, generic.mtt. No map source files currently. So let's create a new map source file, and within that map source file let's create our first map. I'm going to create a new input card for this map. I'm changing the adapter from file to archive zip, and for the command I'm going to read the zip file. Over here, my project directory, you can see I have one zip file called archive.zip, and within that file there are stored two text files, input1 and input2.txt. As you can see, input2.txt contains quite a lot more than input1. Back for the input card, and we put in the name of the zip and then a comma and then the file we want to extract. Okay, if I save, build and run this map, you will see we get a source not available. However, the zip file is there, so what's going wrong? Well, the problem is that it uses the current working directory to try and locate the zip, and the current working directory for the Design Studio is not necessarily where the map is running. We can see this by switching to the command server. Here in a command prompt, I'm going to run the command server and point it to my map. And when I run now, you can see that the map completes successfully. Within the log file, you can see that 50,000 bytes were retrieved, thus showing that the zip was found and input2.txt was retrieved correctly. The map only has an input card and doesn't actually do anything with that data. If we go into the card now and turn on backup and save, build and run in the Design Studio, again, source not available. A backup file has been produced, but it is 0 bytes. Whereas if we run with command server, a second backup file is produced, and this is the 50 kilobytes as the adapter has been successfully called and retrieved the text file from the zip. So we can temporarily resolve this situation by adding the full path into our archive.zip name. Grab the path, pop it into the card, and we can save, build and run this map, and now it completes successfully in the Design Studio. In our File Explorer we have a third backup, again 50 kilobytes. So this is one way of resolving it, but it's not very convenient because if the map changes to another directory, suddenly this card doesn't work again. What we need is to dynamically put the directory here. But you can't put anything dynamically within an input card. So we have to convert this entire map into a rule on the output card so that we can dynamically put the map's current path. So let's do that next. Next thing to do is to create a new map. New map name is to_unzip output card. Within this map I'm going to create a new output card. Type tree is going to be the same one, using the same object, and this time we're going to write to sync. There's my rule. I'm getting from the zip adapter, I'm sending the same full path to my archive.zip, extracting the same file, so I'm confident that this map is going to work. Within the card, I'm going to switch on the unique backup and save, build and run. So we know this map works because we now have an output backup file starting with mer_2, which is the beginning of the map name, and within there we have 50 kilobytes worth of data again. While this map does the same thing as the input card version, it's also just as inflexible with the path hard-coded here. So what we need to do is replace the hard-coded path with something that creates dynamically. Using the getDirectory function with no arguments, prepends here the directory of the map, and then we get the rest of the command exactly as we want it. So if I now save, build and run this version of the map, it completes successfully, and we have a second output, and again it's 50 kilobytes, successfully retrieving input2.txt from the archive zip. So there we have the end of the demonstration of using the zip adapter with dynamic directory, and a summary of the getDirectory function to be used where you need the directory of the current map as part of your function to dynamically call certain files. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch my video presentation today. If you found the content interesting and informative, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, as I release content such as this on a regular basis. Feel free to reach out to me on popular social media channels at Paul Brett Tech. Thank you.